It's the first. It's the first ever. It's the first ever content drinking game. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? To cocktails and content. As you guys know, we are the first ever, I believe. Quote me on that. Actually, we're the first ever real estate drinking game, and we mixed in a little bit of content into it as well. With me, we have a great guy today, Mr. Al Stasek. How's it going, Al?
Hey, Nick. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to that.
How are you?
What are you drinking today, Al? I have a couple guesses, but.
Yeah, well, I got a little Tito's. I got a little Tito's Moscow Mule going.
Oh, a little Moscow Mule. That would have been my best guess.
Yes, sir.
So, again, I'm going to stick with the Grey Goose and OJ this week. But, yeah, as you guys know, what we like to do here is it's a little bit of a real estate drinking game. We're going to ask some questions, and we're going to kind of go off into some banter after that. But without further ado, let's hear a little bit of words from our sponsors.
They told us not to go live, drink, and give away our trade secrets, so we decided to do all of it. Welcome to Cocktails and Content, powered by Content Cardz. That's contentcards.com, an easier way to sell homes.
Awesome. All right. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and dive right into it. We're going to dive into question one. So as you guys know, the way this drinking game works, if Al gets a question right, I have to drink. If Al gets it wrong, Al has to drink. Are you ready for this, Al?
Man, you know that you're going to be doing the drink.
I think it's a win-win. At the end of the day, I don't think anybody will be mad here, right?
I actually hope I miss a few myself.
All right, so here we go. Let's go into question one. So question one, what percentage of marketing professionals worldwide name video as a type of content with the best ROI, like the best return? So it'll be A, 15%, B, 35%, C, 51%, or D, 68%.
And is this my question?
So it's all going to be your questions. So basically, what percentage of marketing professionals worldwide name video as their best type of ROI? A, 15%, B, 35%, C, 51%, or D, 68%.
Well, it's going to be either C or D. And,
okay.
You know,
so we phone a friend.
I'm thinking that, you know, of all the different types of marketing that someone would say they get good ROI on,
right?
One would obviously be video. The other one would, be email.
Right.
There's obviously print ad and this and that. And so, when you look at ROI, video typically is the highest. If they're real marketers that they were asking this question to, I'm going to go with D.
So you're going to go with D, 68%.
Yes.
Oh, and it is 51. C, 51%. So I like the way that you were thinking at first too, because I was thinking a higher number as well. But when you take a look at the numbers, a lot of people chose email as well. Right.
Email.
Because that's still a way that a lot of us are still doing it. Right.
Sure.
So Mr. Al, the score would go to me. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
So here's my question to you. When did you really start getting involved in video? I know you've been doing it for years now, but what really started getting you involved in it?
Well, I actually met my coach, one of my coaches, John Sheplack,
right,
back in 2011, I want to say 10 or 11.
Right.
I met him at a Kinder Reese Exponential Growth Summit. He was one of the speakers.
Yeah.
In 2016, I ended up hiring Sheplack because he was putting more video content out as it related to our industry and how I wanted to market myself than I saw anyone else doing.
Right.
So kind of hired him. I became a student of the game and really just duplicated and did everything that he told me to do. It turned into a great attraction. It was the best ROI that I've ever done. And I've done everything under the sun, from email to radio to print ads in the Mimi magazine.
Right.
Those there probably isn't there isn't a marketing thing that I have not tried or ran in my business.
Right.
And, some things worked and some things didn't, but as far as the return on investment, and what's great about video is two things. Not only do you get a high ROI,
right,
it's a low cost, but super high impactful. It also helps with your brand.
Right.
And like, if you could go out and spend $5,000 a month on Zillow leads, you're not growing your brand. You're getting leads,
yeah,
you're buying leads, but you're not growing your brand. If you took that same $5,000, invested it into a video content strategy, not only are you going to be able to get leads, but you're going to organically get leads the right way by attracting, not buying leads. Those are going to be higher quality leads that are ready to do business with you because you've already established authority and they already feel like they know you because you made deposits into them through your videos.
Right.
But you're growing your brand, which you're not doing with the Zillow. So that's been my experience. And so, yeah, I guess seriously, I've been hitting it since 2016 is when I first started really getting into video.
And it's funny you say that. I just saw something the other day, and I've been looking for a way to kind of differentiate like personal branding from marketing. You know, like it's a tough thing to do, but the best way I saw it like put was marketing is like asking people on a date. Personal branding is the reason they say yes, right? Because like you can buy as many leads as you want, but they're not going to say yes. The reason people want to work with you is because of you, the personal brand that you create. And that was really the best way I saw it kind of phrased up.
Yeah, I like that. Hey, by the way, where are we broadcasting this, Nick?
So right now we're broadcasting it from our Content Cardz page, and then I believe it's going to go on our YouTube and other places from there.
Okay, cool. I was there and I wanted to share it, but I didn't see us on there, so that's why I was wondering.
We should be on our Content Cardz Facebook page, not the private group that you're part of as well, the public one.
Oh, the public one. Okay, great. I'll look for that one. I want to share it. All right,
you got another question?
You got another question for me? Let's go.
There you go. Yeah, you're ready for that next question, aren't you?
I'm pissed, yeah.
So as you can see in the bottom, let's take a moment and just bring this in, right? The score is 1-0 Nick. That is 1 Nick, 0 for Al. All right, let's go on to question 2. Marketers use video marketers who use video to grow their revenue. Okay, let me phrase this up. Marketers who use video grow their revenue blank % faster than non-video users. So basically, how much faster do people who use video grow their businesses than people who don't use video? Would it be A, 19%, B, 23%, C, 37%, or D, 49%? So how much faster do they grow their business?
Okay. Well, I'm going to guess, since last time I guessed D and it was C.
Right.
I doubt you guys are going to make it C again. So I'm going to say D.
You're going to go with D, 49%. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Final answer, D? Well, congratulations, Al. The answer is D, 49%.
Tied your ass up, Nick.
All right. 1-1. Yeah, you did tie it up.
All right.
And that one really doesn't surprise me because especially in today's day and age, if you're not using video, if you're not putting yourself in front of people, you're not going to get people to that next step, which is actually buying your products, whether it's your real estate agent or just selling anything to that generalization.
I agree. Absolutely. So what do we got? What's our next question? I'm on a roll.
Yeah, you're on a roll. You want to get right to it now. All right, let's go on to question 3 here. So what percentage of all internet users in the United States watched online video content monthly on any one of their devices? So what percentage watched video every single month on their devices? Would it be A, 65%, B, 75%, C, 85%, or D, 95%?
I'm going to go with B on this one.
B, 75%. Is that your final answer?
It is my final answer.
Oh, and it is C. 85% of users watch video on their mobile device. So have fun drinking over there, Al.
All right. Cheers. Well, you know what? I'm actually glad I was wrong on that one.
you were ready to hire one,
but we had C and D. I was thinking that you weren't going to go back with a C or a D again. Well, that might have been Mike. Cheers.
Right. Cheers.
So let's talk about that. So the percentage is 85, you said? 85%?
85% will watch video every single month on their mobile device. And I think a key word in here, well, it's any one of their devices. But that's just, it comes back to, would you rather watch a video or read a blog post?
Yeah, watch a video. It's obviously, it's more entertaining. And I think that even applies to when you talk about video, people are watching the news. Yeah, there's news videos that are out there. I think that if people are into the news, and not everybody is, I think they're watching more of the news on their mobile devices. I mean, this right here, this is the new television.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you know this, Nick, but there are more people that are on Facebook between the hours and watching content
Right.
between the hours, I think, of 8 and it's either 6 and 10 or 8 and 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
Then ABC, NBC, and CBS
That's amazing.
combined. So when you think about that, you know, people are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars, corporations, to be on commercials on ABC, CBS,
Right.
NBC, and you could actually do that and get further reach for a fraction of the money that you're going to spend.
Right.
Seriously, like a sliver of a fraction, because this is the new television right here. This is it. This is where people are at. You know, and like it or not, I mean, some people, they complain and say, well, everyone's on their devices, everyone on their phone. Well, you know what? That's where we're at today.
Yeah.
That's where society's at. Our phones are our computers. Our phones are our televisions.
There are alarm clock. There are
alarm clock. There are
everything.
calendars.
Yeah.
You know, everything's there. When we want to know what the weather's like, it's on the phone. We used to have to turn on and wait for the weather to come on.
Right.
Not wanting to miss it. We just have it at the tip of our fingers now. So, yeah, I believe that.
Well, and I think on that note too, a big thing with video too, like people go on social media on basically their phones because they're lazy and bored, right? We don't look at our phones when we're out. Well, most of us don't look at our phones when we're going out having fun with our friends, right? The times that we do it, we're sitting there, we have nothing else to do, nothing better to do, and we're just bored. So if you're going to sit there and you're going to write a long blog post, best believe if I'm lazy and bored at the end of the day, I'm not going to want to read a long blog post. And that's why video is really trumping everything else. It's easy to do. It's entertaining. And I think it's Billy Jean does it best. If you're boring, you'll be out of business, right? So that's why I do a little cocktails and content. We add a little game into it because boring will put you out of business. So nobody wants to watch your video, then nobody's going to watch it. And you're not getting your brain across.
Agreed, man.
All right. So right now the score 2-1 Nick. Again, guys, 2-1 Nick. All right, let's go on to the fourth question. So what percentage of consumers claim that they have been influenced by a brand's social media presence when making a purchase decision? Would it be A, 21%, B, 40%, C, 62%, or D, 73%? So what percentage of consumers claim they've been influenced by somebody's social media?
I'm going to go C.
Which one are you going to go with?
C.
C, 62%. It's actually D, 73%.
I was going to say D.
But 73% of people.
Dang,
so 3 out of 4 people, literally 3 out of 4 people say that somebody's social media presence influenced their purchasing decision.
How do I know you're not pulling these numbers out of your ass? That's what I want to know. How do we know this is correct?
So maybe we should keep up with this. Last week we were like quoting the places we got the number, so maybe we should do that for Al's sake. I think Al just doesn't like losing. I think that's what it might be.
Listen, Nick. You and I are wired very similarly in many things, and one of those things is I hate losing more than I like winning.
Right.
You're absolutely correct. I'm actually proud of the fact that I'm probably one of the worst losers on the planet.
Right. I remember the last time we established this when it was me, you, and Jay playing ping pong until about 1 a.m. because I kept losing and I kept making you guys keep playing. I'm like, no, you're not going to sleep, Al. Come back here.
Yeah. One more. Okay, one more.
One more game. But you're right. So with that being said, I know from being a part of your team here, you have a little bit of a challenge going on with the team, don't you?
What's that?
You have a little bit of a challenge that's going on with the team for this month, and you're giving away a cash prize at the end.
Oh yeah. We're giving away $1,000 to the agent who shoots the most video and really puts it out there and crushes it. So we're actually going to go all the way through the end of February.
So let me ask you this. What do you think is the people's biggest limiting belief or thing that's holding them back when it comes to shooting video? Because even $1,000 cash prize, I will say this, I haven't seen too many videos yet. You're giving away $1,000.
Well, you're one of our agents, Nick, so you're looped into this contest too.
That is as well. That is true.
I'd say that the biggest limiting belief is it's more fear than anything. And I don't know if you would categorize this as a limiting belief, but it's a fear that they don't like the way they look. They don't like the way they sound on video. And not many people do, by the way. I mean, I'm very aware that, and when I listen back to my videos, I sound like a pirate sometimes. Make me happy. I'd rather sound like Brad Pitt. Right. It is what it is. I look how I look. I am what I am.
Right.
And I'm just going to roll with that. And I had to get over that at the beginning too. But I think a lot of people can't get over that. And I think the second thing, so obviously it's how they look and sound. But I think the second thing that people get stuck on is, what do I say? Well, well, I don't have a message. Yeah. And, you and I both teach this kind of stuff at our workshops and everything. And I think like a tip for anybody that's watching this that feels that they're stuck. Yeah. The first step is that we call it stacking your ammo. Find out, first of all, who your ideal client is. What keeps them up at night? What is the thing that they think about when if you're a real estate agent and your target market is a home buyer, right? It might be a first time home buyer, it might be a move up buyer. Like, what's the stuff that they get really like, oh my God, we're moving? What's the biggest fear they have? Yeah. And that's a piece of content that you can address that's going to speak right to your audience. And what that is that's a deposit. You're actually depositing. You're not trying to sell them on, hey, if you're thinking of buying a house, call me. No, you're actually just leading with value and making a deposit into their life. Now, the thing that most people don't understand is that 97% of the people that are going to hear this or your message are indifferent. And what I mean by that is they're not going to be buying or selling a house or buying your product or whatever it is. 3% out there might be ready to do that. But people are only speaking. Most people speak to, if you're out there shooting videos and say, hey, if you're looking to buy or sell a house, call Al Stasek. Let me tell you, I've been doing this for 20 years, sold thousands of houses. No, because
give you a number to call right after. Yeah.
They just don't care. Right. You're speaking to only 3%. But if you're leading with value, you're speaking to the 3% who actually are looking to do something. And the 97% of the people who are indifferent, they're going to listen too, because your message is value to all of them. So when the 97% start creeping over to the 3% and they're actually thinking and they are actually in the market, who do you think that they're going to think of? They're going to think of you, who's been putting that good content, the right message. So I say, stack your ammo, make a list. You could do it once a month, or you could do it for the whole year and just brainstorm and just get all of your topics. When Jay and I started shooting our Facebook Lives, it started catching on like wildfire. And we're like, man, we should just do this like more often. Right. Well, what we did is we sat down, we spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we wrote down all these topics so we wouldn't have to, because what we were doing is we were like, all right, we're going to go live. What are we going to say?
Yeah.
Like last minute trying to figure it out. So we just literally wrote it all out on a Google Doc. And now we have like literally like a shopping list that we can go in and pick from, like, hey, let's talk about this. Yeah. And that's just a little pro tip for you.
Yeah. And I think that's something that when I first started shooting video and it was my win the day segments, I told myself like I needed to get a haircut. And Al, you know me, my hair, it's not that long. And needless to say, I'm actually losing some up here. So I'm a little too young for that. But that was just the thing that I was telling myself, right? Like I needed to get a haircut or things that were holding me back. Yeah. And something else that I hear a lot is I don't have a big enough audience to start shooting video. Oh, well, embracing the law of suck. When anybody starts shooting video, chances are you're not going to do the greatest, or you're not going to do as good as you're going to do 2 months from now when you keep doing it. So be happy not too many people might be watching it. And you keep shooting videos and you start getting the right message, more people start watching as you get better. So it's kind of a good thing, because I went back and I started watching some of my first videos. I'm like, well, kind of happy I didn't have as big of an audience as I do right now when I was shooting my first videos. Yeah. So it kind of goes hand in hand. You're going to get better. You're going to keep finding the right message and finding the right thing to start telling people as you grow your audience along the way.
Good stuff, Nick Krem.
Yes, sir. So as you know, and for the record too, we do the same thing. We got a whole list of different things, like different talking points we're going to hit, just a list of different things that we can hit when we start doing this.
Love it.
Yep.
Well, in case I didn't drink from that last loss, here, I'll do it again.
Yep. Sounds good. I'll join you on that.
Cheers.
So Al, any closing remarks for us here? We got your link in here, alstasek.com. If people have any questions or anything to go to, what kind of closing remarks do you have for us?
My closing remarks is I think you need to get your ass over here so I can whoop you in ping pong. You beat me in this game. I wasn't prepared for that. I think that I'd like an instant replay.
Right.
You might have cheated.
Right.
I think you can come over here and I'll whoop you in ping pong.
Things here for you.
I don't want to go a bet a loser.
Right. It's okay, Al. You can't win them all, especially when you're playing me. You're gonna get a couple L's here and there. But we'll stay away from the ping pong. We'll go pool basketball next time. We'll
hey, if you want to go pool basketball, then I'm gonna call baby Billy Hart.
You're gonna call baby Bill. Don't call Bill. Whatever you do, don't call Bill, and I'll
call baby Billy Hart up.
Yeah, he's been asking for a rematch. He's been asking for a rematch there. But Al, no, I definitely appreciate you coming on here for content.
Thanks for having me, Nick. You guys are great. Appreciate all you guys are doing for all the agents out there. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, Al, appreciate you coming on, and we'll see you guys next time on Cocktails and Content.
They told us not to go live, drink, and give away our trade secrets, so we decided to do all of it. Welcome to Cocktails and Content, powered by Content Cardz. That's contentcards with the Z.com, an easier way to sell homes.